I don't like dealing with y'all at all. I promise the second you making me mad. I feel like running
It's the number one station blazing the airway.
Right here, so keep it locked.
This is GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
We back. Wednesday to Wednesday.
Wednesday to mother.
Like I say, every Wednesday is jumping. And look who we got in the studio today.
Hold on, let me put them together. Matter of fact, let me just hold the one.
You know what I'm talking about? Left me hanging last week.
The big homie in the house. Yeah, I'm back.
Left me hanging.
Like 4 flats.
I don't see Angel. She
ain't going nowhere.
She was, handling her business. I don't see her right now.
Right.
She was a stage prop. She's a stage prop. She just,
hey man,
she sits there. It looks pretty. And if we ask anything about peace, love, and offerings, she's a go-to girl. All right, with that being said, let's give Angel a round of applause. Now, last week, if you was under the rock, we had Miss Lakita Cole on the show, and that was a very, very, very dope interview. I'm still chopping it up, and I want to splice some stuff together when I get some more people on the show. We were supposed to have Brandon Nixon on the show. Let's give Brandon Nixon a round of applause.
Brandon Nixon.
Because our show, and Miss Sharice Wilson a round of applause. Because I hyped him up, and you know what I'm saying? And I'll be on that, man, with this podcast. We be on that with this podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with this politics and this crap that's going on in our city, right? So when I reach out to people and there's actually videotaping all the stuff that's going on in every council meeting, this, that, and the third, and been on the ground for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I reached out to those people. I put a bug out to all the candidates, those who are running for office. It's only 3 spots open for city council, new city council. So you would think that it'd be a tight race, as this, that, and the third. And then, I invited them people on the show, man. I invited Ms. Denard on the show. And she said she had to check out the show and see if it fits her platform. Let's give her a round of applause. I see she's gonna be on Hot Stuff podcast with Nathan.
Okay.
That's at 1:00, so y'all might want to go ahead and check that out. Tune in and check that out. We will be checking it out, you know what I'm saying? So she can give you some insight on the game. And when she come over here, we gonna pick her brain too. Or if she do come over here or not. Either or, you get to hear firsthand this Friday. And make sure you call the show and ask questions. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Ask questions. That's what we're talking about.
Call in and be real with it.
Be real with it. That's the only thing we want to be is as real as possibly that we can be, and that's it.
Yeah. Hey, stay sharp, player. I like that in you. Yeah.
Oh, he must have heard you. He must have heard you talking about him. In the
no. What you mean, you?
You? Did you talk about something slipping? Yeah, you see that?
Hell no.
Exactly. We'll get to the bottom of this. But back to what we were saying. Before we get started and have a good time with this, because I'm chewed like a mug, let's go ahead and do our sponsors.
Goodies Barbecue, 7440 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio. Call 513-2641-631. Use promo code My2Cents and receive a 10% discount on your meal. Goodies Barbecue, 7440 Hamilton Avenue, Mount Healthy, Ohio. Call 513-2641-631. Use promo code My2Cents and receive a 10% discount on your meal.
That's what's up. Let's give Goodies a round of
Goodies,
applause.
get goodies.
Even though the summer's winding down, you know what? You're still going to want that barbecue. Oh, and while we are giving out shout outs and so forth, make sure you go check out Orlando's end of the year barbecue at Riverfront Live. I forget the lineup, but it's a dope lineup. So go on over there and check that out. Let's give them a round of applause. And for that, instead of Orlando Chapman, the Real Nigga Entertainment. Old school. You know, we don't do no hating over here. You know what I'm saying? None of that over here. Over at GRIZZBY is my 2 cents.
What?
I share everybody's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Promote it. I put it in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups depending on how chewed I am. And it is. But let's get back to our sponsors. Next up, we've got.
Let's get your home charging station installed the right way. Jarman Home Solutions is a licensed electrical contractor serving Greater Cincinnati and Greater Dayton, specializing in EV charger installations for all makes and models. Whether you drive a Tesla, Ford, Chevy, or Rivian, our team delivers clean, professional installs you can trust. Most installs are completed in just one day, so you can charge at home and hit the road with confidence. Power up the smart way. Call or message Jarman Home Solutions and get your garage EV ready today.
He's talking about you, doing the commercial.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Let's give it up for Jarman Home Solutions.
Hey,
for all your electrical needs, whether it be your electric car, anything in your house, commercial, residential, they take care of it. So go on over to Jarman Home Solutions, LLC.com and get your estimate. That's what's up, Jarman Home Solutions. Next up, we've got Linked Up Auto Care. That's right. Linked Up Auto Care, 5850 Center Hill Drive. Use the promo code Mine2Cents and get a 5% discount off your automotive repair. Thank you. The hours are 10 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They have shuttle service. They do it all, man. Big, nice garage. You need your car fixed, they the people to go to for real. Linked Up Auto Care. Also with Linked Up Auto Care, if you're looking to purchase a car, they also have Capsule Autos. Nice choice of gently used cars, pre-used cars, pre-owned cars, whatever. The nice cars. They offer on-the-spot financing. No matter what the credit is, they'll be able to help you. So go on over there again to 5850 Center Hill Drive for Linked Up Auto Care and Cap Soul Auto Sales. Let's give them a round of applause. That's what's up. Next up, we got www.danknation.co. And this is where you go to get your premium seeds. We tell you this every Wednesday. Go on over there and get what you're looking for. Is it Kush, OG Kush? Is it Peanut Butter Sally, Fruit Loop Willie? I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, man. Go on over there and get it. We got a deal going on with the seeds, they premium seeds, so you ain't got to go far. And while you're over there, just go ahead and check out our apparel, man. We've got our stuff being made by the one and only Alonzo with Made You Look clothing, and is also the dance hall, the dance studio that he has too. So, yep, go on over there, check us out, check Made You Look out, and let's give him a round of applause. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, before we get into being serious, let's see if Drew can pull up and run that Drewski, man. That is you ain't seen that yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Man,
Drewski.
Yeah,
is
you know
the topic, y'all.
You know who he
for
is?
Right Quick. He a rapper, I think, right?
No, not really.
A podcast dude.
Or comedian, shit? Like podcast, not podcast, but skit, funny. That's him. Black. Stop. Show where pull up his picture of what he looked like, and then look at this. This is amazing. This is like a.
Oh, you talking about the fat chubby dude with the blonde hair?
Yeah, they had this show.
Yeah,
with
the
girl.
dude that played the video games that got famous and shit.
Did Drewski play video games?
Yeah, he on one
I
of
thought
them.
that
Yeah.
was No.
Yeah, he on the game.
No, he's not.
That
No,
he's
not.
He was. Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Hey man, I ain't gonna fuss with you, but go ahead.
Did you? No, you're gonna fuss with me because you heard. You heard it. You heard
I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
See, that's what I was talking about. See, when you step up in your game and
I know what I'm talking about. Tell me
that
nigga wasn't on no game or shit.
No, he was never
that
on the
nigga
game.
right there.
No, he had his own show. Almost with Birdman, arguing with Birdman. That's where he got his thing.
What about this mother? Nah.
Well, look at him. See that face?
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right, now that's him.
Okay.
Now go to the freaking. Now that's him too.
Okay.
So now watch this.
They being funny? I don't get it. Is that just a white boy looking like? Because it looked just like him. He ain't a white face, is he?
Watch. Look at white people just clicking him. What he did to him, man? Stupid. He's stupid, bro.
I get why.
Listen. He's stupid.
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, this shit crazy.
He's stupid. He's stupid.
He off.
So
that's him acting.
that's him with a whole body, body mask and everything. So, but the whole thing I wanted to bring up, we were watching this stuff and laughing at it and funny, right? Because people do not believe. If I hadn't have showed you that, you'd have thought that was a white boy lookalike of him. Like,
I mean, until I actually seen the white dude face up close, like it can't be nobody that's spot on.
But my point,
but close, like it's foolable.
So, if he can do that, first of all, I think this is as an experiment for real, right? And white people get to see how they really look. We already know how it look, but that is crazy. The camaraderie, is that the word I'm looking for? Camaraderie that they have, the unification that they have. As soon as he's played that Bruce Springsteen, that Bear, and man, good old boys, it's real. We're laughing at it, but it's real. It's a real thing, real time movie. That's what I say about Cincinnati right now. We living in a gangster reality, science fiction, TV show, real time movie right here, man. Imagine people telling you that the president is dead and they got prosthetic masks and stuff like this. Now people laugh, right?
No, but I know what you're saying.
But people laugh at that, right? People laughed. There were so many different versions of Biden through his campaign, whether it be age or whatever. I'm not here to go through that, but I'm just saying how simple, how easy it is to fool the human mind.
Especially through a TV optics.
That's him again. Man, he's stupid as hell. He's stupid.
Hell nah.
But throwing it in your face.
Drewski.
Yeah, throwing it in your face
He
like that, like
funny.
anything is possible in this world, man.
Funny.
Anything is possible
He funny, man.
in this world. So I was just tying that in with what's going on in the world and what's going on in Cincinnati, man. And I don't know if you watched the news or not today, but it's been a series of events that just happened in chronological order, like the Ryan Hinton Sr., the deputy being killed, the increase of violence on TV, right? Of the narrative being pushed, then this what we call staged Russian, all of it's staged to me by right now, staged. That fiasco to create this more tension, the illegal sentencing that they gave, charges that they put on them, the FOP and them interfering, not interfering, but putting these charges on these folks and the prosecution agreeing with this stuff, the mayor jumping out the box about this stuff. The lady vice mayor said it was wrong.
That's crazy.
Ain't it? So then you have all of this political powerhouses on the red team. You got the president jumping in saying something, his son jumping in saying something, Elon Musk jumping in saying something. Then you got the senator jumping in saying something. Then you got them moving the National Guard into the blue states. That bull crap. And then what do you know? Today, if you could pull that up, they had Cash Patel, whatever his name is, for the FBI, the director of the FBI for the country, come to Cincinnati and announce about the fentanyl episode that's going on that ain't never really stopped. The opiate episode ain't never really stopped.
Yeah, because they ain't talked about it in a couple years.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's back to the forefront.
Yeah, because this fight that they staged, this antagonist that they staged, once again, they didn't realize that it was going to bring light to the darkness that, hey, violence is everywhere. Violence is everywhere, no matter what 5, 9, or 12, or 19 put on it. Violence is everywhere. So for him to come to Cincinnati and just listen to this, it's going to be a minute, but just listen to this, and then we're going to talk street after this. After we listen, and then we're going to talk street. We're going to keep it real.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to be in Ohio on one of the FBI's primary initiatives since I became the director. Ohio, like the rest of the country, has suffered from a drug epidemic, and it's taken too many of the lives of our children and our youth and our communities. And this Operation Box Cutter, would not have been possible without the interagency efforts of both the DEA, the United States Attorney's Office, and of course our FBI field office here in Cincinnati, and our state and local partners. And we wanted to take time to highlight why this is such an important takedown. It is the first of its kind in terms of how we actually get after the threat that is Chinese precursors, which are used to make fentanyl, which is used to kill tens of thousands of Americans a year. We're done playing whack-a-mole. The brilliant case team here and the prosecutors here and the local and state authorities here created a program whereby if you want to end the pandemic of fentanyl and cocaine and meth, you have to go after where it's made, how it's made, and what goes into making it. And the brilliant team here, our case team, was able to figure out the companies in mainland China that produce the fentanyl, the locals here in Ohio and across America, along with the banking institutions and the flow of money and to shutter them with this indictment in one fell swoop. It is years of work targeting a enterprise that the American public just doesn't have too much understanding of. And the purpose of this indictment and sealing it and bringing it forward to you is to show you the large scale effort it will take, and that this operation is leading the charge, and the FBI is leading this mission across the country. It is not just happening here in Ohio. It's happening in dozens of districts around the country and all across the world. And I'll let the folks behind me get into the details of it, but I just want to leave you with a couple of statistics. We didn't just arrest a couple of people. We charged an enterprise-wide system in mainland China to include dozens of individuals and banks and companies that are responsible for making these lethal precursors and shipping them here. And you should ask yourself this: what other country in the world has a fentanyl crisis? None. Just us. That's not by accident. And then you should ask yourself, what about the volume and quantity of what was apprehended in just this operation alone? It was something like 139 kilograms of fentanyl powder.
That's a lot.
That's enough lethal doses for 70 million Americans.
That's a lot.
To put that in perspective, the state of Ohio has a population of 12 million people.
Fentanyl picked up off.
That's 5x Ohio. They also seized over 525 grams worth of powder that can be used to make fentanyl pills. That's enough to kill another 270,000 Americans. This stuff is lethal. It is for too long, there has not been attacked. And that's why the priority at the FBI is national security and violent crime. And this case demonstrates the intersection of those two top mission sets that the FBI has. And we're proud to stand here in Ohio today in the first of its kind effort to lead this takedown, to lead this initiative. And we're relying on you and the media to read these indictments and look at the complexities in which the CCP mainland operations will go through to import these substances to the Mexican drug cartels.
Man,
put them onto our streets here through local operatives. And unless you unwind that web, and unless you track down every single person and business and entity and flow of money involved in it, you will never break the wheel. We are here today to break the wheel of fentanyl trafficking.
This is deep, man.
And I couldn't be prouder to be here in Ohio to announce this initiative and this wonderful takedown. And again, thanks to our partners here on the ground, the SAC, the United States Attorney, DEA, state and local law enforcement. It's a true honor to be here, and I'll let them give you guys the details. Thank you.
Look like he don't fuck
picked
around.
up 70 million hits worth of deadly fentanyl off the streets.
Good morning. My name is Dominic Drace. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Ohio. I'm honored today to be standing here
he downtown.
With Special Agent in Charge Ayatrola from the FBI, and with Acting Special Agent in Charge Lawton from the DEA, to announce today a drug and money laundering conspiracy against chemical companies and individuals located in China and their co-conspirators here in the United States, particularly here in the Southern District of Ohio. This indictment sends a clear message. We will target fentanyl trafficking at every stage in every part of the world, and we will hold accountable any individuals or entities that are involved in the distribution of this deadly substance. My job as the United States Attorney is to protect the citizens of the Southern District of Ohio. Synthetic opioids that originate from or are enhanced by so-called pharmaceutical companies in China continue to make their way onto the streets of our communities, and they continue to poison our citizens. That's a threat to public safety. It's a threat to our national security, and it won't be tolerated. Our 5-count indictment charges 3 individuals in the United States, including 2 from Tip City, Ohio, 22 Chinese nationals, and 4 Chinese companies with whom those Chinese nationals are affiliated. And I want to remind everybody that an indictment is a charging document that contains allegations. The defendants charged in this indictment are deemed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The indictment alleges that from at least January 2022 until the present, Eric Michael Payne of Tip City, Ohio, served as the main supplier of illicit cutting agents to fentanyl traffickers operating in the Southern District of Ohio.
Oh my gosh.
Payne
serving
allegedly
cut.
purchased several kilogram shipments of these illegal cutting agents from the Chinese company defendants
He got caught
who claimed to be legitimate online pharmaceutical and chemical
online.
companies. In reality, as alleged in the indictment, with the help of the 22 individually named Chinese nationals, these companies knowingly marketed and exported illegal cutting agents to U.S. customers like Payne, knowing that those substances would be used to increase the yield of fentanyl that would be eventually distributed on the streets of our communities. Now, why do these agents matter? These cutting agents matter. As outlined in the indictment, drug traffickers use cutting agents to increase the yield of drugs that the drug trafficker can sell and make more profit. Generally, traditional cutting agents are used to increase the volume, but because they're inert, substances like baby powder or creatine, they lead to a less potent product and customer complaints. Here, the conspiracy involved the importation of cutting agents that increase the yield of the fentanyl,
with creatine,
but that also maintain the potency of the mixture. As alleged in the indictment, these cutting agents, protonidazine, metanidazine, medetomidine, and xylaxine, could effectively transform 1 kilogram of fentanyl into dozens of kilograms of fentanyl mixture with the same potency.
That methamphetamine, that should make
more
it
deadly drugs
turn 1 into 10,
and bigger profits for drug traffickers.
But my question be like,
now these Chinese companies
the
involved
chemicals
in the
illegal. How can you charge me
payment for the cutting
anything
agents through cryptocurrency transactions?
Because they're saying you only getting it to do one thing. They hit you with conspiracy.
Okay.
Payne's significant other, Orion Rayford, and another U.S.-based individual named Ciandria Davis are alleged to have assisted Payne in transferring cryptocurrency to the Chinese companies through the Chinese nationals named in the indictment. Rayford also allegedly allowed narcotics to be sold or stored, rather, at her residence in Tip City as part of the conspiracy. All of the defendants in this indictment are charged with conspiring to distribute and to possess with intent to distribute 400 grams or more of a mixture or substance containing a detectable amount of fentanyl. That charge carries a mandatory minimum term of imprisonment of 10 years, up to a maximum of life imprisonment. All of the individuals and companies charged in the indictment
of 10 years
are also charged with conspiring to launder money internationally, which can result in a sentence of up to 20 years of imprisonment.
Well, they
so
saying they was paying these Chinese. They saying money laundering nationally because the shit coming from China.
And also to those who are willing to assist them from abroad. We know that opioids, and in particular synthetic opioids, contributed to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of Americans, many of whom resided right here in the southern district of Ohio,
his ass with espionage.
Which has been the epicenter of the opioid epidemic for a decade.
Man,
China-based chemical
they already don't
the
like
individuals
China.
Who aid them.
That's the whole thing.
Market and export dangerous substances to our communities will be held accountable for their actions.
Oh,
this indictment shows our resolve to continue the fight to rid our communities of these deadly substances and to hold those responsible to justice. Thank you. I'll now turn it over to Special Agent in Charge, Itrola.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Hey.
I'm Elena Iatrola, ELENA IATAROLA. I'm the Special Agent in Charge of the FBI Cincinnati Field Office. We are honored to have Director Patel, U.S. Attorney Gerace, and Acting Special Agent in Charge Andy Lawton with us today for this important announcement. I want to thank particularly Director Patel for his strong support and the resources he provided to Cincinnati to address this innovative investigation. Our community has been hit hard by the opioid crisis. These drugs kill people we love.
They ain't come out the crack like this.
and toxic substances are flooded in our streets.
Damn.
And we all know the dangers. So do the corrupt business people who've been selling these chemicals and the cutters that are using these chemicals to mix with the drugs and the drug dealers that are pushing the poison on the streets. It simply must stop. Today, we are announcing an important step in this fight. The FBI has used a unique investigative strategy to target the businesses behind these lethal chemicals. Many of these substances, as you heard, are sourced from companies in China. These immoral business people are selling dangerous cutting agents like nitazines, which are synthetic opioids, xylazine, and medetomidine, which are mixed or cut into other drugs like fentanyl to increase the amount of product that the dealers can sell. Their greed for money has harmed citizens in Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, and every town in between in Southern Ohio.
Major drug bust.
This investigation was led by FBI agents working alongside with the DEA in Dayton and our law enforcement partners. I commend the agents and analysts for their hard work and their innovative strategy to protect our country from these harmful drugs. This investigation began in January 2024 as a joint effort between the FBI and DEA in Dayton. It focused on a drug trafficking network for moving large quantities of drugs into the United States. But soon the investigators learned that the co-conspirators were also ordering the products from companies in China for the purpose of cutting, extending, and processing the drugs. By adding these Chinese chemicals to other narcotics, they greatly increased their supply and they increased their money, but it also increased the potency and the lethal impact of these drugs.
Wow.
These substances can be hundreds of times stronger than opiates and other sedatives.
Not when you
As a consequence, 22 people from China have been indicted for their roles in manufacturing and selling and shipping these substances into the United States. 4 Chinese-based companies have also been indicted, along with their bank and cryptocurrency accounts associated with the companies. And today, one of those Chinese companies and 2 of its representatives are being sanctioned by the Treasury Department for their role in the proliferation of the illicit dangerous substances, including nitazines and xylazine.
What the hell is all of that,
The U.S.
man?
attorney mentioned 3 people in the U.S. have been indicted.
Nitazine and
2
xylazine.
were arrested recently in Dayton by our FBI SWAT team, and the 3rd is in another state, and we are coordinating their arrest.
Keep them coming back.
So through the investigations, we have seized multiple kilograms of cocaine, methamphetamine, medetomidine, and other drugs, and all this is a positive step, but unfortunately, the battle continues. We will continue to use innovative approaches to protect our communities. We will continue
Only a problem now because they didn't show the violence is everywhere, and not just with black folks. There's violence everywhere. Everybody taking goddamn fentanyl. Some people don't even know they taking it. That's what the problem is. People doing ecstasy and not remembering what the hell they did. Method. Let's talk about the drugs. Oh, there they go. Here go the 4 people. The Chinese people.
Company.
They're the ones over in China they arrested.
And these
what are the
co-conspirators are associated with the other China-based companies that were named in the indictment.
And Trump is wild.
This is a screenshot of the website by the Guangzhou Tengwei Chemical Company. And as you can see, they state safe delivery, no custom issues, implying that it's fine to import these illicit drugs into the country.
That's what I was getting at.
As you can see, to the United States.
How can they be charged with anything? They don't know what people is doing with that stuff. Well, that's what we know, but that's what they will say in court, I will believe.
So again, I want to thank the case team, the special agents and analysts who've worked so hard to investigate this case. They've done a phenomenal job by uncovering the network and the deadly supply chain used to push the poison into our streets. And thank you to U.S. Attorney Gerace and his prosecutors for working closely with the FBI to indict these individuals and companies. And thank you to the DEA for being a great partner in working to crush violent crime And thank you again to Director Patel for his support for this investigation and for coming to Cincinnati to announce these indictments.
Big day. So
I do believe we have time for a few questions pertinent to this case and the indictments.
first of all, let's read what my shirt says. What does my shirt say, sir? It says, never discuss cheese with rats, talk bread, birds, or make moves with snakes. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is a red takeover. I don't know if y'all caught up on the Blues Clues, the one to China. You kept saying China, the China company, this, that, and the third. All of it goes hand in hand and hand in hand and hand in hand. It's a big old picture, man. That some people just don't understand. They don't understand the Blues Clues, man. It started off with the Bengals going to the Super Bowl, or being said that they're going to the Super Bowl, the price they had to pay to do the things that they got to do. Everything lined up. I told you, we told you months ago that everything, Trey Hendricks, whatever his name is, everybody will be signed and everything will be good. And if you look at the tone of the Bengals right now, relaxed, it's like they know they got this in the bag. You understand me? Smooth, no injuries, none of this, none of that. Now we shall see. This theory, we're gonna call it theory right now.
Definitely gonna find out.
We definitely gonna find out. But just look at that oil right there, right? It's like we said before, these people have paid the cost to be the boss to get this win, and they're wealthy to bring all this attention, money to the city. Because if the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, that equates to money to the city, right? That equates to all the corporations. You understand me? So there are political ties to the wealthy. Some wealthy are blue, some wealthy are red. And this is a blue state, but it's being overtaken by red. And red is using all the tournament tactics they can use to do this. The violence, Ryan Hinton Jr., the deputy sheriff getting killed. Then we heard on the news the more violence in our community, in the black community, or lower project community. We had that going on in the news, and then bam, we have this fight. Like I said earlier, it was instigated. I believe it was all planned. You know what I'm saying? So now they done did what they did. You done got Lynch and everybody out here talking now. The mayor jumped off the box, jumped off the porch and went left, and now he didn't backtrack. The Fraternal Order of Police and told they done lost confidence in him and this, that, and the third. Man, it's like a goddamn movie. I swear we looking at a goddamn movie happening right in our freaking faces, man. With all this, and I don't understand why people can't see this. And with this election coming up, man, it's a done deal because
they got too many distractions.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then I was shocked at how many people are Republican. If you got to check out that interview with Lakita, are Republican and Democrat. What would really tripping me out is these black candidates and maybe white ones too. I haven't interviewed any, but we haven't interviewed any. But they don't really attach themselves to the candidates. So you could say you Republican or say you Democrat, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they endorsed your ass.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So when I see this, and I asked this with Ms. Cole, and she said that if I remember correctly, it was because of the core values that organization represented, and that's how she agrees to that. And you can't sit there and say, okay, that's a cop out. No, because the core values is passed on to your family from what you have. So if these things align of what you're accustomed to and what you want for your community or neighborhood or lifestyle of living, nothing wrong with that. But my question was that group don't represent them core values that they tell you that they do. So You can stand behind them, or you know what I'm saying, use their platform. Because I asked, I mean, what does it benefit having your name attached to a Republican or a Democrat? Do you get kickback? Do you get feedback? Your hands palm from doing that? I don't know.
What is it?
What is it? I still have to yet to ask what type of salary do they get paid for being on city council. But what's happening right now is a takeover, man. And that's exactly what's going on. This election, I can tell just from the responses and just from how people move that it's all a pony, showing pony. Is that what I mean? A dog show.
Yeah.
Like a dog show, man. It's a stage.
Just gotta wait and see how it unfold, man.
Because I don't see how anybody you got 3 spots open for city council and ain't nobody actually talking about doing anything, and the things that they talking about doing, they probably don't even have a clue as to how this game goes. But we're gonna interview Brandon next week, Brandon Nixon, and his campaign manager, and hopefully some more people come on. I reached out to that Champion Pryor guy and Nathaniel Livingston.
Right.
But I don't think they're ready for this over here.
Yeah, they gonna duck and dodge.
I don't think they're ready for this over here. I don't know if one's son is running for city council or not, but I definitely got a lot of questions to ask them, because people might think from their videos and posts and so forth that they sway to a Republican side. And I think everybody should be independent, man. Independent. Yeah. Actually, I'm getting tired of talking about politics for real, because I already know the end game. AFTAP probably will lose. Corey Ball and dude will probably take over. I believe Lakita Cole will get in. I don't know who the other two is gonna make it after 9 or however many it is. I'm pretty sure she gonna get in. And I think the same thing will be ran like it always been ran.
Politics as usual.
Politics as usual. If I was a Democrat person voting Democrat, I was like, well, who got the shotgun? Why ain't they standing up to this dude? And that leads me to know to believe that their part of this is to lay down, because Trump is the only one crazy enough to go ahead and make the new world order come to effect. He's the only crazy man to do it.
Man.
But let's not get it twisted, though. Let's get back to reality and what we was talking about with the drug game and the fentanyl and the violence and so forth. Let's not get it twisted, people. I am not advocating anything that has to do with fentanyl. I'm not advocating none of that, because that stuff needs to get off the street. It needs to be it ain't gonna never get off the street completely, whatever. It ain't gonna do that. There's too much money in there. They ain't gonna let that happen. But how they regulate it, I keep going back to the wire.
What, put it in a certain zone?
Certain zones will be like Seattle and legalize all drugs. Eventually, that's gonna come so they can make money off of it. For real, this right here is a ploy. This right here is a smoke and mirrors. This right here is to help save some of them white kids is out there acting a goddamn fool like everybody else's kids out there acting a goddamn fool.
I must say.
Yeah. So I agree with that, man, because this epidemic has not gone anywhere. They just disguised it. They just put it on us folk, and they're over here like tearing up stuff, this, that, and the third, and blah 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 blah.
You sound like
and it's not Billy.
Bill Clinton, mother.
It is not Billy. Billy would do such a thing. And if Billy goes to jail, Billy is going to get out with just a slap on the wrist. Don't you do that anymore, Billy. Don't do that anymore, Billy. Now you go back home and you go home and you terrorize the families. That's what Billy gonna do, is go back to wherever Billy from, start breaking in your cars, tearing up your radios, and stealing your stuff because Billy got a meth problem. Billy got an ecstasy problem. Billy got a cocaine problem. Billy got a crack problem. And I'm sick and tired of the news portraying us like this. I can go to, I'm not even say the neighborhood. I can go to any neighborhood. I've been doing this for a long time too. You can go to any neighborhood that sells drugs, and you know if a white person's in a neighborhood, they ain't there for shits and giggles. They there to get something. They there to get something.
To get high.
They trying to get high. So that's high is a universal thing.
It ain't got nothing to do
High
with
has no color at all.
No gender.
No gender. So
No
when you vote into this November, I want to say keep that in mind. But you know what? Man, they losing interest and losing steam on this like anything else. If you don't talk about it, it'll get quiet and nobody will say anything and it'll keep
You remember
rolling.
last year I said, man, what happened to the epidemic, man? Why they ain't talking about that shit no more?
Right.
It's like it was in the news all day, every day, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
And now it's back.
It's
like
back.
It was gone and came back again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out too, man.
So what you think about the drugs, man? You think they're gonna be end up selling them? I mean, making it legal? You think it's gonna stop anything off the streets? Or you really don't give a shit?
If the way this shit is coming in is through the mail and it's making its way here, and you gotta imagine how many people getting shit in their own amounts or whatever, right? It ain't never gonna, like, they always gonna be able to get, and let's say this, right? Even if they can't get the cut from over there, all that trifecta, all that old shit, then they just gonna use the same shit we laughed at, B12 and
all the stuff that
all that,
tear the shit down.
Yeah, and tear it down and just sell it as quick as they can.
Back to normal. Back to normal. That's exactly.
Hey, they gonna get off fentanyl and get back on heroin.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. They'd rather have them on heroin than fentanyl.
That's crazy.
Because fentanyl, right now, when you listen to what the streets are saying, they saying you can't even sell heroin in Cincinnati. It got to be fentanyl.
Got to be fentanyl.
It got to be that.
That's why you got to be careful of your weed. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful of where you get your weed from. I know everybody be crying about the dispensaries and so forth, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people go to the dispensaries because they do not want to get any weed laced with fentanyl. And it's a lot you can do with weed. Weed too is funny too, man. Here's another thing.
I remember they was saying they was putting rolling weed and fentanyl and shit, or rolling in heroin, trying to get the people hooked to come back to them. You know what I mean? Like, you understand? Like, just
that is diabolical,
man. If you doing shit like that, you need to.
And that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind a real cleanup. I don't mind that, man. I don't mind cleaning up the streets. That's not a problem with me, buddy. That is not a problem with me. I'm not no super fly. I'm not no drug boy, dope boy. I might have done a little dirt here and there, but hey, when you see the effects of what you do to people and what you're sold them or selling them did to them.
I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner.
You did.
Some of them going to sleep. Fuck that.
Hey, because it's like, because listen, man, that was right on time. Because listen, that fentanyl, that them boys is waiting on that other shit to come so they can cut it with. just imagine how many times they gotta play with it and kill people before they get it where it can it's
where it don't kill you.
where it don't kill motherfucker. See, so that's basically it's like this. If the feds could take that cut off the street, you ain't gonna be able to buy enough B12 to cut no motherfucking ounce. You're gonna have to buy everything in the goddamn in the whole fucking vitamin store. And that's gonna be a flag. They gonna swoop right in on your dumb ass. Cause they know what you got. They know what you're doing. So I figure if they can take the cut, ain't nobody gonna just get out there and just start killing motherfuckers, like serving shit cause damn, they can't even touch the shit.
So it's a dope game dead?
Man, that shit been dead since 2020.
2020, the dope
since
game
2020,
been
man. Niggas who never sold nothing but weed in their life is selling cocaine today. Cause so now everybody do coke and smoke weed and pop pills.
Gotta say pills.
So you know what I'm saying?
They mix that with ecstasy too, don't they?
That's what they do. That's what I'm hearing. That's what if you listen to the chit chat in the streets, that's what people open with it.
Know.
Some people sneaking and geeking with it.
Right.
You know, so
that's called quality control. That's what that is. That's what that's called. Quality control. It'll never stop, but it will not be anymore. You dope boys making all this money off this fentanyl, off this heroin. It won't be like that. It'll be a small majority of those able to move in certain ways. And I bet you those people probably work for the boys.
Man, listen. If a this is the way I feel. If you still trying to get bricks of fentanyl, you either one, don't give a fuck about life no more, or number two, you don't give a fuck about life or freedom no more. Because if you trying to get bricks of fentanyl, you got to get these other squares of this other shit and put the shit together. Man, by the time you do all that and fuck with who you fuck with in the streets, your ass going to jail, man. You know, you going to jail.
It's too risky.
Your ass going down, man. These niggas get caught with quarter ounces of shit and they pointing fingers because that's the new wave.
Snitching.
Man, yeah, tell, man. That's what they doing. They telling. They gonna tell.
Yeah, because you tell because
man.
that's them life sentences times 3.
They gonna tell.
With the fentanyl.
And depending on how much weight that nigga get caught with, you know, some motherfuckers will go down and do a year, 2 or 3. Some motherfuckers might even do a nickel, but when they get to talking about 10s and 20s and shit, them niggas gonna rap. They gonna set you up.
It's a rap.
They gonna bring everybody down. And so with that being said, why even bother, man? And then so like I said, that's why I'm hearing about all this coke on the street. So it's like with that shit it's cheap like motherfucking weed. So I'm like, nigga, y'all risking felonies for crumbs. Like y'all niggas out here, you talking about hustling backwards. They hustling backwards in an Olympic race, backstroking like a motherfucker, just gone.
Motherfuckers that used to sell just weed is now selling this.
Yeah, niggas selling weed, and I'm like, since when? Like, I'm looking at the nigga like, what? I'm looking at him like,
being
what?
a barber, you hear all of this stuff.
Yeah, you know, I'm a barber, so I hear shit, you know, so it's like, what?
Right.
In my brain, I don't add to it. I just hear shit, and I just be like in my head, like, damn.
Hey, I've known a couple folks, family members in particular, that gave that all the way up, selling anything all the way out because the risk is too.
Your best if you trying to sell something on a quick flip, I ain't even gonna lie. Don't try to sell no cars because I tried that. That ain't quick. Like, hey, listen, but that's if you can afford to buy some cars and have them sit and don't need that money right back until you flip it, man, get with that shit and build it up and then take that and go to the next step, like whatever, man. Because all that trying to get it in the streets is slow motion because you going down because a motherfucker gonna hate you. And I don't know. Listen, in my heyday, I consider myself conservative, and I was out here stunned. That's so they say. But I ain't. I thought I was being conservative, so I'm just saying that to say, if you gonna get out here with this fentanyl and you know make $2 or $3 million in 2.5, 3 months and shit, and your ass keep playing with that shit, you's a dumb fuck. You stupid. You
Hey
stupid,
man, I
man.
think a mug saves me. For real, now that I sit back and think. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. But it's definitely out here and it's on and popping. Dope conversation, man.
Yeah, man.
Today, like I said, next week we'll have Sharice Wilson on.
Sharice Wilson.
Yeah, she's a campaign manager for Brandon Nixon. And we're gonna try and run this campaign stuff. I mean, these candidate stuff into the ground. Me personally, I want to run it in the ground just to show basically that voting does not work unless it's corrupt. Never mind, it just don't work. And this election will prove that. This election will prove to the naysayers that they on the same team and it don't work. And we're gonna keep hope alive. And we're gonna give these people they shine. And we're gonna still laugh at the folks that's running around here with the videotapes and this, that, the third, and the commentary and do what they do. Some of them make a whole lot of sense, and some of it look like it's for agenda and their own propaganda too. So, but anyway, I'm actually tired of talking about this shit.
Man,
You too? Yeah,
it's crazy. No, I'm just saying it's crazy though.
So, but anyway, I got some other news too, man. If y'all out there looking for beats, Beat House Productions is back. And man, I sat in the studio with the real Brunio yesterday, bro.
Beat House Productions.
Yeah, man, we back at it, man. Uptown Radio 513 is coming back.
513. Hey,
a platform.
back in the lab.
Be bringing something different, but it's the same. So we definitely just not gonna be focusing in on Cincinnati music. It's gonna be focused everywhere. So we're gonna ready to do it big. So you did it once, you can do it again, and that's what we're gonna do and do it better with my friend. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
And Swooty Mac. Make sure you holler at Bruno, man. We got something cooking, man. This beat I was help making yesterday was cold, and guess what? It's funky. It's funk. But anyway, enough of that. I'm ready to go eat. We up out of here. We will see y'all next week. Hopefully, Angel will be back with us. Again, we got Sharice Wilson in the building. The campaign manager for candidate running Brandon Nixon. So we up out of here. Like we say every Wednesday, don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb.
Word. Wavy, baby.
And leave the fentanyl alone. Feds is in town.
Wavy. One.
Right now.
Grizz Biz, my 2 cents.